Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed Tips video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly make fight adjustments in Undisputed to help you guys get more wins in your online fights. Now, I wanted to make this video because fight adjustments are some of the most important things that you need to master in any combat sports game, let alone Undisputed. But I feel like not a lot of people talk about this or really show you guys how they go about making their own fight adjustments to help them get wins. So I wanted to show you guys my process in it and the things that I do to help set myself up for success in Undisputed. So in order to do this, we're going to be breaking down a fight that I did with Sugar Ray Leonard, and we're going to be taking on a Terrence Crawford. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first tip that I'm going to have for you guys is to really take your time and try to figure out what your opponent is going to be trying to do to you for the whole fight. And I generally do this by really just taking the first round to not necessarily land a crap ton of damage, but just see what my opponent is going to be trying to give me. What's going to be open? What are they trying to throw offensively? What are they doing defensively? What are their holes? You know what I'm saying? You want to try to evaluate them before you put together a game plan and start to make your fight adjustments. So right here, that's what you guys see that I'm doing. And I'm noticing that my opponent is throwing a lot of uppercuts. And I think he's trying to do that to prevent me from going down low to start to create that high-low mix-up with Sugar Ray Leonard. So I'm noticing it. And then I'm also noticing that his preferred two-piece combination so far has been the lead uppercut into the rear hook. So right there you guys see I'm working the body. Only after I see that he's thrown an uppercut. So that's already an adjustment that we're doing. So right there I see that he switches to southpaw. And to be honest with you, you're going to see a lot of your opponents do this. A lot of Terrence Crawford users do this because he is a switch hitter. And they'll try to change it up. So now he's throwing power shots. So you see he's already making an adjustment as well. He didn't like the way that the fight was going. So he switched it up, went to southpaw and started throwing a lot of power shots. So right there, that's the end of the first round, but we downloaded a lot of information. And this is something that you see a lot of the elite level boxers, as well as elite level mixed martial artists, they do as well. They'll take the first round to kind of just get a feel for what their opponent is trying to do. And then they start to put together a game plan. And before you know it, you know, they're dominating a fight, or they're able to get their opponents out of there. So right here, you see my opponent is starting to pressure me. So the second tip that I'm going to have for you guys is to, once you figure out what your opponent is trying to do, you need to start switching in between game plans. So because my opponent is pressuring, I'm going to allow him to walk forward and just start to become a counter striker. And that's something that you want to do against a lot of aggressive fighters in this game. You have to be able to switch to being a counter striker when the time is right. So you see right here, we're trying to pull counter, and we're moving every chance we get. Oh, there's a clean rear uppercut though. Right there, nice pull counter into some double hooks. And now you guys see that I'm not answering power shots with power shots yet, because we're only in the second round, and I don't want to gas myself out or leave myself open to getting KO'd, because Terrence Crawford tends to be one of those fighters that if he connects on you once, he can literally get a flash KO. So that's going to be the next tip that I have for you is don't just go power shot for power shot if your opponent starts landing. Take your time, don't rush it, and look for your opportunities. So right there, you see, he's probably won this round based off of the power shots that he's landed because I haven't answered them back. But we've done a good job of countering back as the second round ends right there. So what I'm thinking right here is like, okay, he's probably going to do the same thing he did in the second round because he found success. And it's now on me to make an adjustment to make him try to get out of that style that he had success with in the second round. So the way that I'm going to do this now is he's throwing power shots. I need to be a counter striker, but I'm going to start to try to pick him apart from the outside. Sugar Ray Leonard is going to have the reach advantage on Terrence Crawford a little bit. So we're going to start to try to outside fight him. So right here, it looks like he's content with trying to force us to walk forward because he noticed it. He did notice that we were landing there towards the end of the round. So we have him chopped up against the corner right there. But you notice how I'm still not bum rushing him. I'm staying nice and composed. And that's a really, really big tip that I have for you guys, is really just to maintain your damn composure, man. Even when you have your opponent where you want them to be at, you want to maintain your composure and just pick them apart. So right here, you see, we're still just taking our time. He rips off a power hook. We're trying to fight him on the outside. Right there, nice uppercut. He missed on the power hook. Oh, nice power jab by him right there, though. But a nice counter by us. And now we're kind of going back and forth. So we need to do something to separate us a little bit. And the one thing that I'm noticing about him is he is standing very stationary. He's not circling off or moving a lot and creating angles. So the lead hook straight combination to start off can be very, very useful if we're able to time it off right. Right there, you see a circling. Missed on the straight. Use that quick lunge back. Right there, jab, lunge back. Oh, we barely missed on that counter hook. There's a nice body rip. Nice three-punch combination, but a nice rear hook by him. And that's the end of the third round. Now, I had a lot more success in that third round, even though he was walking forward, because I was moving, I was circling off, I was picking my shots better, and now you see we're up 2-1. So the next tip that I'm gonna have for you guys is, if it's working and your opponent is just doing the exact same thing every single time, don't change it. Go stick to what works. And I can't stress this enough because I see a lot of people going away from things they have success with for no reason. So if you guys are having success with fighting a certain way, stick with that style, because something like that can happen when you try to change it up. You get hit with a power uppercut and you get flash KO'd because you're standing there trying to go combo for combo with Terrence Crawford. So learn from my mistake. So look, now we've put ourselves at a deficit, right? Because he got that flash KO. He got that flash knockdown. So now we got to start to build a little bit back. He's looking to rip body shots. Outside fighting him a little bit. But now we're trying to get some of that damage back, and we're looking for a flash knockdown of our own. Because if we don't get one, we're going to be down by a round on the judges' scorecards. And I guess that would honestly be a tip that I'd have for you guys as well, is knowing what the scoring criteria is. So if you get a stun, it's not going to sway the judges your way. But if you get a knockdown, if your opponent gets a knockdown on you, or you get a knockdown, you're going to be up. You're going to easily get a 10-8 round. Right there, that's the end of the fourth round. Now, We were having success, but we did get caught and we got knocked down. So we're gonna be down a round going into this round on the judges' scorecards. So we're just gonna be a little more careful, and we're gonna start to open up a little bit more with power shots because we are in the 5th round now, and we're gonna let some of that cardio go. So now I see him popping off that straight. There's a straight of our own. You see we're still circling off, but my opponent is landing some nice, hard, quick straights. But we land a nice power jab of our own, pop his head back. And now you see we're trying to outside fight as much as possible still. We want to hit him and not get hit. So right here, I did notice something. He struggles with inactivity. And a lot of people do as well. They constantly want to be in combat with you. So if you just step back, change your rhythm, you'll land a lot more. And you'll start to frustrate your opponent, and the counter opportunities will present themselves even more. So that's a tip for you guys as well. Sometimes just switching up your rhythm and not staying at the same pace can really, really benefit you. So you see right here, we're trying to change it up a little bit by engaging, but he's landing. We're ripping down to the body. Right there, nice rear hook. Perfect timing. Got us that KO because he did not, or got us that knockdown because he did not anticipate us throwing a power hook. And that was all set up off of us mixing in rhythm striking, mixing up the rhythm striking. And he never seen it coming, and he got knocked down. And now we got a 10-8 round of our own, and now we're back up by 1 round. So we worked ourselves back into this fight. So right here, we're still going to take our time. But I want to get a definitive finish if I can. So at a certain point, we're just going to start fighting them inside the pocket. And we're going to try to start getting some damage, start landing some damaging shots. But you see, my opponent is just ripping off these power shots. And we get hurt right there. Blocking the body shots. We're pulling so we don't get hit with the hooks. Landed a nice clean combination as we survived. Oh. Now you guys see that I maintained that composure. I didn't start to just swing wildly. I cut an angle off and I circled out nicely. Right here, we're still just looking to get that damage back. There's a nice 4-piece. Woo! Landed a nice power punch. Nice power hook. Now you see we're starting to land a little bit more, but we still got to be careful. But we hurt him right there. Ripping down to the body. Ooh, nice power hook by him, though. Ooh, we almost countered him with a power hook. So you guys see a nice 2-piece. So now in my mind, I feel it's kind of even, right? Because we both hurt each other in this round and neither one of us got a knockdown. So now we're just trying to land. Right there, a nice counter shot. Ooh, nice 2-punch combination. And that ends the 6th round. Now, I feel like I did enough to get that round, but it could be even going into these last 2 rounds. We're going to see right here on the judges' scorecards. And it is. It's 56-56, and he actually won that last round. So now we're going to need to press forward a little bit to try to get more damage off, to get that definitive either finish or that definitive sway towards our way on the judges' scorecards. So how we're going to do that is by making the fight adjustment to pressure a little bit and start to let our hands go with the power shots. So right there, you see a nice 2-piece. We're circling towards that rear hand because he's throwing a lot of power jabs. Nice 4-piece combination. We avoided that combination right there. Landed a nice power shot of our own. And now, unfortunately, that desync was crazy. But we did get the knockdown right there, which is nice. Which is nice. And this is going to secure a 10-8 round for us as long as we don't get knocked down. So now we're going to switch to being a little more defensive. We're just going to land some nice clean combinations, but not open ourselves up like we did right there too many times. And that's going to be a tip for you guys that I have as well. Understanding when you've got a round one and understanding when you're winning a fight, it's okay to back up and reset, man. You don't have to try to be going for a KO every single time. Because sometimes you looking for a KO can get you KO. So right there, you see, we set it up. Nice uppercut by him right there is going to keep us off him and not let us knock him down again. And we're okay with that. And that's the end of the 7th round. Now, we're up by 2 points. So, unless we get knocked down in this last round, we should be able to win this fight. Because we're going to be up 58-56. But I do see now my opponent knows that he's going to be down. So we heard him right there inside the pocket. And we're trying to go for that knockdown. We're landing a nice combination, but right there he hit us with a clean power hook. So I'm going to discourage him. I want to discourage him from trying to pressure us too much by landing some damaging shots inside the pocket and just take all hope away from him. But that's a very, very tricky thing to do against Terrence Crawford. Right here, we're still just taking our time. There's a nice power straight, and our block is really, really low. So we got to try to start using head movement. Nice combo. Whew. We almost hit him with that clean body hook. Nice power straight. Rip to the body. Nope. Circled off, created an angle. We're still just playing it cool, calm, and collected. Because now he's giving us a little bit more room to work with. So a nice 2-piece hurts him. We're going to look for the pull counter on the power shot as well if we can get it. There it is. Ooh! That crispy, clean pull counter hook sits him down. That's what I'm saying. And look, there it is. He knew what was going to happen. And he desynced it. He quit out so that way he didn't take the L. And it's ridiculous that this happens, but it is what it is. And that's a satisfying way to end a fight for anybody. But that's it for the video, guys. And that's how I go about making my fight adjustments. Let me know if you guys have any comments on anything that I did in this fight. And if you guys have a certain way that you guys go about making fight adjustments, please drop a comment in the comment section. Because everybody appreciates new ways to help them get better at the game. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video and you guys are new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated. So that way this video does get tossed into the YouTube algorithm and more people get better at Undisputed. So that way we have much less spammers in Undisputed. But until next time, my people, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next video.